I have a question for you. What would change for you if you were able to love, honor, and accept yourself just as you are? In this video, I'm going to introduce you to bergamot essential oil and my favorite uses to help you tap into that mindset. What's happening, boss lady? My name is Tara Wagner, your belief breakthrough coach, helping you to crush your goals, not your soul. And I cannot wait to talk about this oil because hands down, it is probably my favorite. And I think I say that about all of them, but I actually mean it about this one. I like a lot of them. I cannot live without bergamot. So I'm going to show you how I use it and how I help my clients use it for things like confidence, self-approval, self-acceptance, all of those things that we know as women we need first in order to go out into the world doing our thing. So in this video, I'm going to give you a little bit of background on the oil, go over some precautions that you definitely need to know before you start using bergamot. I'll also go into some physical uses, but then we're going to jump into the emotional uses and really dive deep on this one. Be sure to also watch to the very end because I'm going to have a gift for you to help you take this work a little bit further. And if you're brand new to emotional aromatherapy and you want to understand how in the world essential oils can change the way you think, feel, and act, be sure to check out the video up above my head. I will also link it in the description below. So let's go through the background and the precautions first. For beginners, I call it bergamot. Other people are going to call it bergamot. It doesn't matter. Tomato, tomato. What matters is that you're using the dang thing because it's a good. It is really important to know that there are two different types of bergamot. There is a cold pressed bergamot and there is a steam distilled bergamot. The cold pressed is the more common bergamot oil that you're going to see because the properties are much greater. You get better benefits from it. But it also contains something called furocoumarins. It doesn't exactly roll off the tongue. This compound is highly photosensitive. So when you are using this topically and you're going out in the sun, you are going to burn like a mother lover. So you need to be so cautious using most bergamot oils topically in the summertime, if you're going out on the beach, or any UV light, even a tanning bed. You're going to see some really bad images float around online every once in a while when somebody completely disregards that precaution. The steam distilled bergamot does not have that compound in it. So you're going to see the steam distilled bergamot in things like lotions or, maybe some blends might have it in it. So when that is the case, it will probably say something like FCF, which means furocoumarin free, which means you can use that topically and not worry about going out into the sun. Bergamot essential oil does have the highest level of furocoumarins, and so when you're going out into the sun, you can actually be photosensitive for up to 3 days after topical use of this oil. So when I'm using this oil topically, I'm usually going to stick it where the sun don't shine, or I'm going to be using it aromatically. If you have diluted it enough, and it's hard to say what enough is, you may not have any reaction to it at all. The odd bird out there can use it straight on their skin and then go out in a tanning bed and not have any problems. That is not common. Don't try to be an odd bird. Application methods of bergamot are topical, like we've been talking about. You do want to have some dilution so this doesn't dry out your skin. You can use it aromatically by sticking it in a diffuser like that one back there. Or you can use this internally. In fact, if you have ever had Earl Grey tea, you have had bergamot essential oil. Man, that's so good. Although pretty much the only way that I personally use bergamot is for the emotional uses and the mindset uses that we're going to go into, I do want to quickly go over some physical uses that might help you as well. You can diffuse bergamot for respiratory health. This is really good for coughs or helping to clear airways. It's great for skin, including breakouts, oily skin, any sort of fungal concerns, dry, itchy patches. But again, you do need to be careful of that photosensitivity. It's often used for stress, fatigue, burnout, whether that is emotional, mental, environmental, or physical. And it's used for sleep. Even though it's a citrus oil, it is not as stimulating as other citrus oils. It doesn't wake you up and perk you up. It can help you to relieve the stress that might be keeping you awake. Research has also shown that it has some great neuroprotective properties and that it's really good for supporting the brain after trauma or injury. It's also really great for cell threats. And if you're interested in the science and research on any of that, you can go to aromaticscience.com and check a lot of that out. But homegirl, I am here to talk to you about self-acceptance, because this oil is my flipping jam for self-acceptance. Every single woman, especially women in business, need this oil. And I'm going to tell you why. All oils will address stress in some way. Bergamot essential oil is going to address anxiousness. It's going to address panic, overwhelm, all of those really intense feelings of stress that might come up, especially in your day-to-day business. It's also a really great one to pop in the diffuser for things like just very low energy, low mood, low vibration. If you're going through a lot of sadness, the winter blues, whatever it might be, this is going to help to uplift you. But the main thing that I find Bergamot does so well is around our sense of self-acceptance, self-love, and self-worth. This is the reason why I have all of my clients get Bergamot. Bergamot is one of the most important oils that I have found in my work with women over these past almost 10 years. The reason for that is women in general have been very much conditioned to never feel good enough. We're always struggling, we're always striving, we deal with that imposter syndrome, we lack the confidence to go out into the world and do the things we feel called to do. Men are not conditioned to worry so much about what other people think, to worry about how their hair looks and their skin looks, and are they aging, and what are they wearing, and who's thinking about them, and what is so-and-so saying behind their back. But when women can tap into that sense of self-acceptance, as in, I may not be perfect, but I like myself, everything can change for us from that point. When we show up in a place of self-acceptance in our business, we know that we do not have to be the expert, but that we can do exactly what we're called to do, exactly how only we can do it. We feel good enough to offer what we have, and we're not focusing on what we don't yet have, what we haven't yet mastered, what we haven't yet figured out. We start to gain more self-confidence, more self-assurance, even more self-awareness, because we're not hiding from ourselves. We're not worrying about, are we enough, and therefore let's push it away. We're able to fully look at ourselves because we know that no matter what we see, we are enough, we are okay, even in our imperfections. So this oil really allows you to tap into that sense of feeling good enough and feeling good in your own skin, not worrying about trying to be or look or do something that you're not, just allowing yourself to show up just as you are, knowing that you are enough, you have something to offer to the world, even if it's not what somebody else is offering. So you can help get yourself out of that compare and despair and just get yourself into a really comfortable place of, again, can I say it 5 more times? I am enough, just as I am. I have seen so many beautiful things come from this sense of self-acceptance. There's more optimism, there's more joyfulness, there's more playfulness, there's more fun, there's more comfort, and there's more success because we're not stuck in our heads, we're not getting wrapped up in our emotions. Bergamot essential oil is also just going to help you to tap into this sense of authenticity, showing up just as you are, not trying to fake it till you make it, as well as integrity, just being able to be truthful and honest and aligning your actions with your values, with your thoughts, with your emotions, with your deepest sense of self. Freaking love Bergamot. Comment below with I am enough if you are ready to unapologetically love and accept yourself just as you are. Of all of my favorite Bergamot essential oil uses, probably my top use is just to stick it in the diffuser and diffuse it like crazy. You can mix and match with any other oils you think are called for, but I love just using this one as is. I do have a couple recipes for you though as well. This first one is one that you're going to use with an affirmation, such as, I love and approve of my body. In this blend, you're going to use 8 drops of bergamot, 8 drops of grapefruit, 3 drops of patchouli, 1 drop of cassia. You're going to put this in a 15 ml roller and top it with fractionated coconut oil. You could also not dilute this, mix it up, and put a few drops in your diffuser. Grapefruit is the oil of honoring the body. So this is about nurturing and nourishing your body in healthy ways, Patchouli is about connecting to our physical body. So really feeling grounded in the body, being in tune with it, but without shame or judgment. And then cassia is about confidence and courage and authenticity. I have one more bergamot essential oil recipe for you, but it is actually in another video I did on a blend called Passion. I will link that up above as well as in the description below. Be sure to check that out after this video. Now let's go into some of my favorite affirmations to use with bergamot essential oil. And if you are not familiar with how to do affirmations in the most powerful way possible, I did a video just a couple weeks ago on how to improve your affirmations. Be sure to check that out because there are some tips in there that really matter a lot when you're using affirmations like these. The first and most favorite affirmation is I am enough. 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 It is safe to make mistakes. I learn and grow from each one. I forgive myself for my past mistakes as well as my future ones. I'm laying down this heavy weight of doubt, shame, guilt, embarrassment, and self-hatred. I choose to deeply and completely love, honor, and accept myself. Even though I sometimes struggle, I'm ready to know that I am enough. And again, you can just repeat it over and over and over. I am enough. I am enough. I am enough. Just as I am enough. Enoughness is one of the most important things that bergamot addresses, which is why it is one of my top 10 essential oil recommendations, especially for female entrepreneurs. If you want to know the other 9, check out a free guide that I've created for you. It's called Sniff Sniff Affirm, and you can find it in the description below. It explains exactly how essential oils will work with your limbic system and your olfactory system to change those underlying beliefs and emotions, and why combining affirmations with them is so powerful. It's going to go through my top 10 oils, every emotion and mindset that oil addresses, and it includes affirmations for each one as well. You can download it for free in the description below, and as it's downloading, I want you to drop me a comment. Let me know the one benefit of all of these bergamot essential oil uses we've been talking about that appeals to you the most. Then share this video with any women you think need to know that they are enough just as they are. Hit that like button to let me know you learned something new, and don't forget to subscribe for weekly videos to help you crush your goals, not your soul. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you next time.